Hey trendsetters, I've been bullied into doing another boat update. So here goes. We've been, I say we because I've had a lot of help from mates and family. My son Cade's been helping me heaps as well. And my wife's been putting up with me not being there and looking after our little bub Kobe. So I'm pretty lucky because I pushed the limits. We've been working really hard for a couple of months, most Sundays and some Saturdays, getting this boat together. It's been a heck of a lot of work. And while we're at the bodywork side of things, our mate Cam Shero did a lot of work fiberglassing up this race car bonnet after I stupidly hit a tree and smashed it to bits. And it's getting really close to being finished. I finished it off last weekend to the point where it's ready for paint now. So I'll show you around a little bit at lots of the stuff we've been doing. The boat was satin black, and with the help, some help from John Jackson, because I painted it and it was full of runs because I'm hopeless. So I rubbed it all back and he repainted it and did a whole lot better job. And now the front's satin black in gloss black in 2-pack. And it's got to have some transition wrap done by LS Wraps, who did that magnificent job at the back. They're going to transition that hard line with a bit of graphics to go from that to that, and the same on the trailer. Should look much better, but it's really starting to look $1 million. It's not quite perfect. It's got a bit of orange peel, but I'm going to rub it back with 2000 grit and water and then polish it, and it should be black glass basically. And the top's done as well, the top edge. And see if we can get up there without falling over and breaking myself. Probably not. No. How about I use a ladder like an intelligent person? So it's got a bit of graphics up there and carbon fibre wrap, covered in dust, but you get the idea. And it'll have rubber flooring along here, just black rubber to blend in a bit of a pattern. But yeah, really happy with how that's come up. Is covered in dust, but is very, very... There I am. How you going? Right, what else have we been up to? Michael Martin has been working his butt off doing the auto electrics, and he's basically gutted the entire boat, and where the fuel tank was has become the wiring garbage bin. Look at that. And the bulkhead wall is now completely free of everything, and the transom is free of all wiring, and he's just started to do the engine looms so that we can start those engines up in the next few weeks, fire them up and leak test them and make sure they're all tip top. So the whole dashboard's been gutted. The interior electrics panel that you can see through the door there has been gutted and basically removed everything. And he's going to put all 2022 style car solid state waterproof electrics throughout. Everything's going to be electronic. All the 1989 garbage is gone down there. See you later. It should be much more reliable and easy to use. That dash will have touchscreen SIMRAD units and billet buttons everywhere, and a marine Bluetooth unit for the stereo with dual zones, one for the interior, one for outside. Amps, subwoofers, all the good stuff. The interior has been done. It's waiting to get put in, but we're not going to put that in until all the wiring's done, obviously. The wrapping is looking $1 million. We've got carbon fibre on the radar arch there. We've still got a bit to go on the outside to sort of blend it all in. Meanwhile, Paul Curley from Virginia Sheet Metal bent up the alloy fuel tank for me that's hiding in the back of the Julie here, and the boys at Martinez kindly welded it up for me, and it's off to John Jackson's place for a coat of epoxy to stop it corroding ever again. And it's checker plate simply because we couldn't get the right grade of aluminium that they recommend for boat fuel tanks in Australia in plain plate in the right size to go one piece all the way up to there without joins here or whatever. The only way we could do it was to do it out of checker plate, so we just turn the checker plate backwards, and once it's painted you'll hardly know it's checker plate. Who cares, you won't see it anyway, it's under the floor. It's got stainless fittings. They're $100 each for these little stainless fittings about this big. Unbelievable, but everything costs a lot. It's got a new NMEA 2000 approved or compliant fuel sender unit. So basically all the electrics, all the gear in the boat is going to be 2022 model, not ancient. What else? That's about it for now. I can't think of much else that we've done or we are doing. What have we got left to do? Obviously the wiring, the stickers, the polishing, the legs have got to get put on, the outboard legs, and then rigged up. All those cables have got to get rigged. There's one laying down in the dust there, all painted up pretty, waiting to go on. There's half the other one, and the other half's hiding over there. And we'll finish off this transom and get it all rigged up very soon. So we can definitely see the finish line from here, but it's still a lot of work. All right, till next time, guys. See ya.